Hello, it's Bryan here from thegreatgordino.com, taking another look at one of my quote images. And for this time around, the image and the quote I'm looking at is this one. Embrace the climb. Now, I took that picture down at Lyme Regis in Dorset on the south coast here in Britain. Famous for fossiling and long coastal walkways, but made really famous by the Hollywood film The French Lieutenant's Woman, where Meryl Streep looks all moody and miserable on the end of the long, curvy harbour wall there, which is known as the Cob. So I went down there to take some, enjoy a couple of days down there and take some pictures of sunrises and sunsets. And while I was there taking pictures of that harbour wall called the Cob, I noticed a set of old worn steps going up the side. Now they're called Granny's Teeth. And after several decades of probably too much chocolate, they could just as well be Gordon's teeth. But to be honest, Gordon's teeth doesn't quite have the same ring about it, so Granny's teeth it is. They're nothing too dangerous, but because they're old and worn, and the cambers and the bends as you climb up them, you do need to be a bit careful because you tend to get thrown off at different angles, and it is a bit wobbly, which is why I thought the words go well over the top. Embrace the climb. Because a lot of people dismiss self-improvement, goal achievement, personal development as airy-fairy, happy-clappy, wishy-washy nonsense. A lot of people know that it isn't nonsense, but if they accept that it isn't nonsense, that means that they have to accept that it can be difficult, that there are challenges, barriers, obstacles, hurdles. It's going to take some work. So it's easier to dismiss that work, to just use the excuse of saying, no, I'm not going to bother because it's all a whole load of nonsense in the first place. It takes work to realise what our goals actually are. It takes work to find out how to take steps towards those goals, what the next step might actually be. And then it takes action and work and effort to keep going, to make progress, to overcome the obstacles, the challenge, the difficulties. It's difficult. It can be a pain in the neck if we decide to do it. But here's the thing. If we don't decide to do it, not only are we going to get a nagging feeling that we're not living our lives to the full, genuine, authentic, passionate us, it also means that we're going to have difficulties, obstacles, challenges come our way anyway, because that's what happens in life. No one has a life full of ease. Life isn't always rainbows and sequins, which is something I say a lot. But when it is, we should soak those suckers up. Something else I also say a lot. And we can do something about soaking up more rainbows and sequins by embracing the climb. If difficulties are going to come our way in life, which they will, isn't it better to have those difficulties come our way while we're on a path of intention, on a life's path that's authentic to our joys, our passions, our wishes, our hopes, our dreams, us? That's got to be better, hasn't it? I say yes, it is better, and so we should be prepared for those difficulties, but we should embrace the climb. Because when those difficulties come, if we're on a path that we've set out of intention, then we're happy to have those difficulties and we're happy to embrace the climb, because that means, by definition, that we're making progress towards our goals, our dreams. We're living in line with our passions and our joys and what makes us feel alive. That's good, isn't it? Oh, it's better than good. It's great. Oh, it's better than great. It is wonderful. And it's transformational. So I'm going to suggest that we need to embrace the climb. Look to your own circumstances. What are you avoiding because it might be difficult? What are you putting off because you can't be bothered to take on the challenges? And what would it be better, what would make you feel more passionate, more joyful, more alive if you did take it on? If you did choose to go for it, if you chose, and it is a choice, if you chose to embrace the climb. So what do you think? Did you like that message? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below wherever you happen to be seeing this video. Pop over and see me at the blog, thegreatgordino.com. And actually, while you're there, you can get my free video series covering my 8-step goal achievement formula, which covers this concept of embracing the climb with other ideas and techniques that will make amazing changes in your life. It's worked for me, it'll definitely work for you, and you can get that 8-step goal achievement formula, free video series, over at my blog, thegreatgordino.com. Pop over and see me at Facebook. Facebook.com/thegreatgordino is my personal profile, and then there's my pages there, Facebook.com/yourlifetransforming and Facebook.com/thegreatgordino newsletter. So, it's Gordon Bryan signing off for now, aware that in my past, at times, I've neglected to embrace the climb, but realising that it's always better to choose to embrace the climb. Make sure you're doing the same thing too, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.